Hi, I'm Charlotte, and this is Chatting with Charlotte, where I share conversations, life hacks, and inspirations to help you on your healing journey from childhood trauma. So it's been a bit since I've been here, and I've done a little bit of decorating, as you can tell right back there, the bottom half of my Christmas tree. And I've done a few other things around my house, and it's kind of gotten me in the mood for the holidays, which this year it's been a little bit different for me, and that's kind of what I want to talk about today, because there's been some things that have happened that kind of surprised me. And that happens sometimes to everybody, but it's kind of a thing that happens with survivors of childhood trauma, just because there's so many things that happen around the holidays that make it difficult for us sometimes. And this year, for some reason, there are a lot of things happening in my life that have stirred up some old feelings and emotions, and I had some concerns earlier this month that kind of got me in a tizzy. And so I wanted to talk just a little bit about those things and how I manage them. So stick around if that's if that has happened to you, and I will try to give you some insight. But before I forget, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my videos. And then also make comments and ask questions and give me ideas of what you want me to talk about, because this is your channel and I really want to hear from you. And then finally, you can still get my book, What Kind of Love Is This, by going to Charlotte Thomason /Amazon, charlottethomason.com/Amazon, or you can order a signed copy direct from me at charlottethomason.com/special offer, and I will send that to you with my signature, and you'll get a little gift along with that as well. So those are just a couple of things to remember before I continue. So yeah, a couple of weeks ago, I realized that for a couple of days, I was very kind of testy and a little bit rude, and I was very easily annoyed. And there were several things that happened where I literally kind of jumped all over people and ripped them a new one, which in the past has kind of been my standard go-to when I got upset, but it has not been that way for several years. But it was a couple of weeks ago, and I was very emotional. I was easily annoyed. I jumped all over a customer service person on the phone a little bit more than she deserved. And I got testy with some people here in my apartment complex. I got a little bit testy with my grandson when he was trying to help me with something, and with my family members when they came over and tried to help me with something as well. And it was really that I was very frustrated in each of those situations, but still the reaction really bothered me, and I could not really figure out what was going on. But then I realized that during that period of time, my daughter, who is 42, but she had told me that she'd been very sick and that she'd been tested for COVID. And on the surface, I was, it was fine. She's fully vaccinated, and I thought, well, if she has it, it will probably be mild. And it was, on the conscious level, it really was not a big deal at all. But once she told me that she did not have COVID, I took a step back and I realized that my reactions to all these people during that period of time of not knowing was probably related to the fact that I was more stressed about her possibly having COVID and not knowing than I realized. And so the point of that is just very simple, that sometimes when we're reacting and it's out of our character, our normal character for wherever we are in our healing, then it's a good idea to step back and say, okay, what's really going on here? Is there something that I'm not dealing with? Is there something that I'm not facing or managing, and it's coming out sideways to the people I care about? And in case of the customer service person, not the person I care about, but somebody that really didn't deserve my angst. So I just wanted to share that with you a little bit, because it's easy and to get caught up in that. And the other piece of that I kind of want to end with is this. When people gave me some feedback about that, it really bothered me that I was that way. And I felt very sad and very guilty and remorseful that I had acted that way, because I have worked really, really hard to not do those kinds of things. And then a very, very dear friend of mine reminded me that I am human and I will make mistakes. And I will, as long as I recover and I realize what I've done, and if I've offended somebody, that I apologize, I don't need to be beating myself up for it. And that's what I encourage you as well. So that's my message for today. And I hope that you that it was helpful to you in some way. So until next time, have a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye now.